exhausted as a motherfucker. So on one live stream I mentioned that I was quitting cigarettes and alcohol cold turkey. Fortunately, I have friends who are smarter than me, and they were able to inform me that that's how you die. So we're just gonna taper off on beer. Let's see. Love the way these two necklaces go together. I'll show off my shirt for the people who are gonna watch this later. Got that 666 on the sleeves. Got the fucking sigil of Lucifer. My shirt's dope as fuck. Oh, there, Roman. Shout out to you for being the first person to comment. Which is the darkest spirit you've worked with? Darkest? Either Sanitas or Lord Cernobog. Maybe Beelzebub. Hey, Tempest Knights. Thank you, Milton. Hello, Abalasha. Hello, Nada? I can't read. I'm exhausted as a motherfucker. I did 3 spells and 5 readings today. What's the connection between the Black Sun and the Void? None really in my belief system. Hey VK, there was once... I once said that I tried to venture into the Hindu pantheon, but decided it wasn't for you. What about it drove me away? Well, the spirits just didn't fucking like me. Or I was, approaching them the wrong way. One of the two. And so I was kind of just getting used as astral food. It was bullshit until I realized my mistake and parted ways with the pantheon. And that's not actually uncommon for black magicians to try a mark with Hinduism and just have a shit relationship with the deities. Yeah, I don't post on YouTube as much as I used to. Doing good, Abalasha? The funniest spirit I've ever encountered. I'm gonna go with Nabarius? Maybe the Spider Queen. Is blood pact necessary to work with Mayor's Uriah in sorcery? No, you do not have to make the pact to work with the spirits. However, they may feed on you a bit if you don't, because they might feel like you aren't taking the current seriously. Harrison, probably last time I'm going to be nice to a god. But that was probably the first and last time I'm going to be nice to a god. Barbara, you're welcome. 5 readings in one day. I hope they were. Yourself, that's a lot. None of them were for myself. All of them were for clients. What's my opinion of Kali? She's like the one deity who likes me for some reason out of that pantheon. I've worked with Kali a little bit since I've left Hinduism. Hopefully y'all are having a good day. Well, I say day, but it's 4 a.m. here. Is Lucifer safe for beginners? I suppose so, yeah. He can be very intense when he wants to be. Incenses I'd recommend for him are Dragon's Blood and Satya's Midnight Incense. Is there any similarity between Nabirius and Cerberus? Yeah, they're just the same. Which Hindu deities did I try approaching? I tried Krishna, Bhairava, the one who hated me the most. Fucking. I think I approached Kurukula, which is technically a Buddhist goddess. I was blending Buddhism and Hinduism together like it was nothing, which may have been part of the problem. Can I still be commissioned for articles on my site? I'm going to say no. What's my favorite season? I guess summer. One of my favorite things, VK goes live. Attack him with our questions. I mean, that's the point. Like, if y'all weren't asking questions, I'd just be sitting here, cracking jokes about a couch. Be pointless as fuck. Roman doesn't fucking like summer. Favorite anime? Attack on Titan. Where do babies come from? I am indeed alive, Studio Noir. Did I go to Coachella? No. I'm really not cut out for big parties. Best way to transfer your desire to a spirit. Some people do written petitions, but I kind of just ask for what I want. Focus on the intent. I don't even necessarily always have to verbally say, this is what I want you to do. Sometimes I just focus on the intent. Accumulate black energy in order to connect to the void. Depends on which void you're talking about and what you mean by black energy. Babies come from Taco Bell restaurant. That's obvious. Yes. I order babies from Taco Bell routinely. Apparently I wasn't supposed to eat them. Hello there, Mr. Zarvok. Your homie loves Attack on Titan. He read all the manga. I've watched all the episodes that are out. Attack on Titan is so fucking good. Why is Elden Ring simultaneously hard and fun? I haven't played video games in a long time, but I was terrible at Dark Souls. I couldn't clear like the second realm. VK, you look tired. Hope you're doing well. I am doing well, but I had to do a lot of shit today. And one of the spirits made me do 50 push-ups because I've been slacking on my exercise. So, there's that. A lot of people use good. Why do people use spirits? I mean, I find spirits very, very helpful. I do draw from my soul components a lot. Sometimes I'll use magic that simultaneously combines incantations that call on the power of my soul components and mix that with rituals to spirits. Some of my spells do just rely on the power of my own soul. Dark Souls got boring. Sounds like a good game, but I would not last at all. So, angels and demons are generally sort of like different species of spirit. Like angels are generally more celestial, more light, and are connected to celestial planes. Not that there aren't like abyssal angels and shadow angels and shit like that. Demons are just a species of infernal spirit. Some demons used to be angels, such as Malphas and Stolas. Lucifer just is an angel. Samael embodies like the entirety of the infernal divine and celestial divine. Not like every spirit is a part of him, but as in he embodies the full spectrum of demonic and angelic divinity. I don't think my experience with parallel universes is comparable to reality shifting. Reality shifting usually sounds like people trying to go into anime universes. I hope reality shifting isn't real, because I'm going to get drunk one night and wind up doing it, and then I get eaten by a titan. If reality shifting was real, I would punish my enemies by transporting them to the Elden Ring universe. Could you eat negative energy from your crystal? I mean, I wouldn't. Hello there, Kirk. Hello there, Heim. What's my gnosis on fallen angels? Would you say faction or species? Angel is a species. Some angels may have defected together, but not all fallen angels used to serve Jehovah. Jehovah is just one of the entities who helped create the angels. So a lot of angels never served him, and a lot of fallen angels weren't leaving his service. Who are the primordial gods and why are they called that? Well, there's a lot of them. There's Emir, Tiamat, Kingu, Absu, fucking Leviathan, Apep, the Ogdoad. Why are they called primordial? Because they predate the, so-called cosmic deities like Marduk, Odin, Jehovah, etc. Howdy, Brett. Glad to hear that, Technopathic X. If I worked with Marboss a little bit. Do you think it's a weakness to become overly reliant on gods? I mean, if you're overly reliant, that is a problem. You should be able to do some spells without gods and make your own choices without channeling about everything, but if most of your spells call on gods, that's fine. Do you have tips on finding what tradition or praxis is right for you? So, I mean, you'll generally feel drawn to the spirits you're supposed to work with. You'll find them very appealing, or they may just come to you or give you very obvious signs. As for, like, working praxes, like picking between different methods of initiating to the Qliphoth, that's just gonna have to be trial and error. Oh, and you can, pull tarot cards to see what will happen if you try a given tradition, given spell, given grimoire, etc. And that can, of course, help you find your fucking path. EBE. Hey, T-Man. Very welcome, Mr. Zarbok. Someone asked what it meant to be shelled in the Qliphoth. So getting shelled in the Qliphoth, I don't think that's a thing. The Qliphos are called shells, because they are believed to be like empty husks. Granted, the word Qlipha also translates to womb, which is why I named my book The Grimoire of Deathful Wombs. What's my experience with Erebus? I don't really have any experience with Erebus. How have I been doing lately? Good. Been busy. Gotten a new relationship. Been trying to exercise more frequently, but it's getting difficult to build that habit back up. Speaking of readings, VK, what's my favorite book? Favorite book? Assuming you mean a grimoire, I'm gonna say Rites of the 13 Tongues. Yeah, I worked with one of Marduk's spirits tonight, Kirk. It was for a hired curse. Oh. God damn it. Why am I always being asked about Universal Mastery? I don't know that guy. I don't watch him. I'm just constantly asked about him. Like, what is he doing to where he's supposed to be my problem? What spirits do I think would like offered nude photos? Like, take a photo of yourself and maybe offer it to a spirit. Who would love that? Ashira. I feel like Oribus would like it. I'm trying to use my claircognizance. Satan. Work for Lucifer. And Azazel. Good spirit for starting a business? Mammon. Mammon, helped me develop my business. I'm sure Universal Mastery is fine, but I'm always getting asked about him. I used to get asked about EA coetting all the time for no reason. Now it's fucking Universal Mastery. I wonder if Universal Mastery gets asked about me all the time, too. Words of wisdom from Devlar. The current of the couch, is it not calling to you? I am actually on the couch as we speak. Plot twist, the camera's just leaned back. What's the shortest route to connecting to your past lives? That I don't know. I just sort of had visions of them at different points in time. I did one write to Dom Kina to get more insight about one of my past lives. But eventually, after I started deliberately learning more about my past lives, a spirit sort of told me, like, to look to the future and focus on being the best version of myself I can, instead of trying to assimilate characteristics of a past incarnation. Like, learning about all your past lives takes forever. Like, I learned about another one that I didn't even know about this year. Favorite Norse gods besides Surtur? Shit. Do I have a favorite? Hell. Duh, Hell. VK is introvert confirmed. Yeah, Hell's great. Dope ass deity. Pathworking Helheim was fun. I don't really work with Native American shit. It's really never called to me. Yes, Dan. Have I seen Berserk? Actually, no. Hey, Sorsha. What music do I like? I mostly listen to hip hop now. My favorite music, my people I've been listening to most lately are Daddy Fat Snaps and Fable, both of whom make like hip hop music based off fictitious characters, mostly anime, but Daddy Fat Snaps also fucking he'll also do like Venom, Carnage, other fictitious characters. telling people, since Daddy Fat Snaps mostly raps about anime, telling people that he's my favorite rapper understandably makes people think that I don't actually like rap. I should watch the 90s version of fucking Berserk. Maybe. Maybe. I'll read Berserk. Are there gods specific to modern America? Not that I know of. Favorite anime OP? If you're asking my favorite anime, it's still Attack on Titan. I don't know what you mean by OP. Saw a bearded guy with a snake on his neck. Do you know what that is? No. Spirits rarely appear to me with beards. I've seen it, just not very often. OP is opening song. Oh, my favorite fucking theme song. Shit. That wasn't obvious. Yeah, of course. Attack on Titan Season 1. The fuck? It's no contest. Well, a lot of people really like the opening, that one song from Tokyo Ghoul, but... Do I like Travis Scott and Lil Uzi Vert? I do have some Travis Scott and some Lil Uzi Vert in my playlist. I haven't listened to either in a while, just because I played the songs I like to death. Because I'm the type of guy who just listens to a song he likes over and over and over again until it fucking gets old. I love how the questions are about alternate between deities and anime. Fair. You thought Tiamat and Sephiroths were the same? I really doubt that. I have not watched Keanu's Constantine. I've only seen the animated movies. Anime Food Wars. I have not heard of Food Wars. You feel bad for Mikasa. Oh, for sure. Who wouldn't? VK doesn't watch anime. They watch Attack on Titan on loop. That's not true. Last anime I watched was Demon Slayer. Someone gave me a fucking recommendation for the next anime. It was gonna be like World Breaker or some shit. Drifters, huh? I was looking at Drifters. You talk about the Supernatural. But I thought you meant the TV show. I've actually been rewatching the TV show because the Supernatural fan base is a cult, and I've only completely watched the show through once, so I'm basically almost a poser Supernatural fan, man. I need to earn my stripes so I can be part of the cult. Do I like Marilyn Manson? I had a period where I was like obsessed with the music. His music is good, but you know, the things that came to light about him, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. You need to find a path working for VK to quit TikTok and return to YouTube. In my defense, I made YouTube videos for years. Like, how many videos can I make on one platform? My next idea for a video is going to be about, like, the personal magic of soul components. Because I really haven't covered that in depth. What spirit would like anime? Asking the real questions. I don't know. We need to find a path working for VK to quit TikTok and return to YouTube. I don't think that's gonna happen. You need to see my reaction while watching Food Wars on YouTube. We miss you on YouTube. I mean, I still post. Your school almost sent you to therapy because of Supernatural? The fuck? Thoughts on Loki? Well, just tonight, I meditated uh, with him for magical empowerment and psychic awakening. I was guided to do a total of 4 meditations like that. Uh, um, Once I've completed all 4 meditation, I'll probably release the mantra I was given for that purpose. Oh, I already watched Jujutsu Kaisen. That shit's good. Jujutsu Kaisen is an amazing show, but the movie was just alright. Thanks for the compliment, Matthew. How to merge into the black hole? I have no idea. Is that even a good idea? Overload. Okay. So my recommendations are Overload, Drifters, and Berserk. Wait, when you said Drifters, did you mean Tokyo? No. I was about to say Tokyo Drifters. It's Tokyo Revengers. That show's really good. Have I watched Death Parade? No. Very interesting, Milo. How do you get rid of the crazy people that's just trying to start a cult using legal methods? There really isn't that much you can do except for maybe a spell to Lucifer to, make people see the truth about him. That's one thing, one of my friends was talking about. Like, sometimes she gets revenge on people just by fucking working with Lucifer to bring the truth about them to light and make people see who they really are. Am I a fan of One Piece? Nah. Agreed, Kirk. Overlord, okay. Is there any difference between Azerate and Chavajov? No. Azerate is just a name for Chavajov. Maybe Azerate can be used to refer to the 11 separately. Well, technically, you can use the name Chavajov to summon the 11 separately. It is the same thing, but Azerate is a name that is more specific to the 218 current. Like, I've definitely used it in Magic and gotten good results, but I mostly stick with, like, Chalvajoth, Hayval, Hayot, etc. nowadays. Were I bullied in school? A bit. In high school, I joined the wrestling team, so I got bullied a bit there. Can I say something about Yahweh? I'm not sure what you want to know. He is a shadow aspect. It's a rogue shadow denied by the umbral hive mind, but he has a shadow aspect. And there are 2 Virgin Marys. One Virgin Mary is just the spirit of the dead woman, whereas the other is a really creepy projection of Yahweh's female aspect. Do I like to work with Metatron? A little bit. You didn't really like me at first. Would you say circuits along with Loki? As far as I know, yeah. I call on them both in the the massive Primeval Giants, which is a right I perform for my clients. I've never had any problem, summoning the 2 of them together. Have I seen The Witcher? I have seen The Witcher. It's fucking fantastic. Seen it. Check out Wolf's Rain. I'm gonna have to write these down. I'm gonna just write them down on my computer real quick. Because y'all are... Okay. Drifter, Wolf's Rain, Berserk, Overlord, shit. that all I was recommending? That was most of them. Fuck it. Hiricus. Have I had a problem with lust for results, and how'd you get over that? A little bit, yeah. I just kind of like focus on. I just try to like distract myself from waiting on the results of the spell. I've had visions of what seemed to be the future. What's funny is VK probably doesn't even have time to watch as many shows when they have to do rights. I mean, yeah, I like to chill out, watch an episode between spells. Yeah, I don't know what you encountered, Milo. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I think someone recommended that to me recently. What god that is considered pagan did I have the most interesting experience with, and what happened, if you don't mind saying? Let's see. Most interesting, Celine. I'm gonna go with Celine, because she was really always really sweet and loving with me. The spirits told me she used to be a human being, but her lover wanted her to be immortal so bad. Regardless of whether or not she became a force of chaos and corruption, which she did. I worked with her a lot for vampirism. One night, like before my life very temporarily went to shit a few years ago, Celine actually manifested just to sit next to me on the couch and watch my favorite movie with me. Are Santeria spirits strong? I would imagine so. What's up, Dark Darko? Do you advise doing rituals every day? Yeah, you're supposed to do rituals every day, and then take a break when you have to. Can I talk about Jesus? Yeah, I'm thinking about making a YouTube video about what all I've channeled about him. So what I can tell you is Jesus was not an incarnation of Jehovah. He was a black magician. He did work with infernals. He did summon Sanitas. He did, summon Rot or Legion at one point, etc. He was not born of a virgin, but his mother was acquired via love spell. Judas Iscariot was also a sorcerer. Yeah, I'll go into more detail if I finally make a video about that. Hey, Lady Capra. Death Note's really good. I need to rewatch that. I could never get into Dragon Ball just because of how high-pitched Goku's voice is. So each place of worship goes in their congregation singular egregore. I don't think that Jehovah is being venerated by Christians, Muslims, etc. are fucking egregores. I think it's just one deity that has many aspects. Thank you, Dark Darko. Do I think there's a spirit that is underrated and overlooked that people should work correct with? Ukobach. Teniniver. Fucking... Yeah, those three. Don't do a video about Jesus. Release a book instead. I bet you would create a storm. Imagine that. Yo, what if I called it, like, Christ the Diabolist? Piss off every fucking... The amount of, like, hate I would get from, like, any Christian... All it would take is a few Christian YouTubers making videos about... ranting about my book. For, like, me and my supporters just get waves of hate. Death threats coming in all over the mail. I mean, I get those anyways. I didn't tell you where babies come from. Well, one of the commenters informed you recently that babies actually come from Taco Bell. I have not worked with Sophia. I'm not sure if I agree with Jesus being an aspect of Lucifer. You mean Drags on Ball Z? Great cartoon with the story Drags On. Yeah, I've heard that it has a lot of fucking filler. Very welcome, Tempest Knights. I appreciate your support. Can I type those three? Maybe. No, that's just filters. Save highlight. Mute microphone. I don't know how to type it on the screen. I'll just when the live stream goes up, I'll just like leave it in the comments section. Most powerful spirit, in my opinion. I suppose that would have to be Akrios. A Jesus book. Imagine, like, some of my supporters finding out I wrote a new book, finally, for the first time in years. They're like, what's it about? What's it about? Actually, fucking Jesus. They're like, what? Who do you think your core audience is? Yeah, I'll type out the 3 underrated demons in the comments of the live stream once the video's saved and up. Name the video Disregard All Previous Videos. I'm a Christian now. Hail Jesus. That's funny as fuck. I have not heard of Jemiel 4427. The most powerful spirit is you when you aren't distracted by video games. Valid. Satan is talking about Jesus 24/7. Just to piss people off even more. Imagine how much channeling I'd have to do to release a book on Jesus. You could release it under a pseudonym like E.A. Quetting or J.K. Rowling. V.K. Johannem is a pseudonym, right? You know mine isn't V.K. My name is Josh. I watched a lot of Bleach in high school, but that thing goes on forever. I never got back into it. Yeah, I had this one, like, internet friend I met over TikTok. We would video chat from time to time. And one day, someone, came into the room and she was like, hey, there's someone I want you to meet. This is JK. Her friend was like, hey, JK. I'm like, hi there. Did she call me JK? Girl was like, yeah. I'm like, it's VK Johannem. She was like, sorry. I was like, JK. Hey, did you read Harry Potter growing up? She's like, yeah. I'm like, fuck you. Yeah, a lot of people who aren't in the Cabal work with Me'er and spirits. You can do that. Does heaven exist? Jehovah has his spiritual dominion. If you dedicate yourself to him, then you might spend your afterlife in heaven, depending on various factors. It's basically just a celestial North Korea. I wouldn't go. And that's how the pseudonym E.A. Johannem was born. Favorite occultist on YouTube? EAGM Razorith, of course. Uh, I didn't hear about that shit, Dark Darko. That sounds creepy. I mean, maybe it's not. Maybe I'm wrong. Jesus. Thoughts on JD Temple? The videos I've seen from him have been pretty good. Thanks, Milton. I mean, I rarely watch my own videos. I can't be my own favorite YouTuber. I only watch my own YouTube videos to see how well I did. See if I did all right. Yeah, I saw that. I was like, motherfucker. Try to get your higher guardian angel's name through tarot. Try getting it through a Ouija board. How the fuck are you gonna get a name from tarot? You only watch your YouTube videos to laugh at how drunk you are? That's a lie, VK. We all know that the truth of your YouTuber. Do I think it's okay if you mix a demon and a djinn and a hex spell? Probably, yeah. I'm sure, like, a demon and a infernal djinn in particular could work quite well together. Thank you, Lady Kefra. Thank you, Jacob Bohr. Kind of right about Celestial North Korea. You've heard Jehovah blocks access to certain memories, so you would not question him or his realm. What happened to Eli Mercury? Yeah, he's in prison. Unfortunately, the woman who groomed him online beat him in court. Well, I say unfortunately. He kind of brought that on himself by, like, declaring a war on the Cabal, which had been trying to help him. And then EAGM crossed Eli's court date. And then fucking, now he's locked up. How do I suggest people work with Nahima? So people often ask me, like, how do I work with this spirit? How do I work with that spirit? Evocation and invocation. Like, watch my videos on evocation and invocation, and that's your answer. Sorry. Like, I don't have, like, specific instructions for every demon. You can kind of just do the same shit with all of them. You use Shinnen's demons to get alive so far. What type of porn do I watch? Depends what I'm in the mood for. Hey, Cece. Been way too long since I video chatted Cece. Why would anyone declare war on the Cabal? I've only heard good news about them from a reliable source. Well, to a certain extent, the Cabal tried to help him and tried to tell him that, like, you know, he can't fucking... He isn't ready to work with the Spider Queen. He's not ready to commit deicide. He's not, He's not ready for, like, highly advanced works of necrosophy. And we could really rarely get him to listen to us. He was very, very obsessed with believing that he must be able to kill a deity. I had to talk him out of trying to kill Jehovah twice. I, on one occasion, he killed a trickster spirit claiming to be Asmodeus, and I had to tell him, hey, you didn't kill Asmodeus. You have 2 years of experience. There's no way you'd be able to kill a demonic king. It doesn't make sense. But eventually he tried to fight Hermes to the death. Now the issue with me, I can kind of see why you started hating me. Because I was kind of the guy who ripped away everything he wanted to believe. Like, I was the one trying to tell him, no, you can't kill a deity. Yes, you're being groomed. Fucking, no, you aren't actually working with the Spider Queen. Etc. And, so yeah. But yeah, I was the one who eventually told him he was being groomed. Based on advice I had gotten from a grooming survivor. I did not tell him that straight away as soon as I found out about her, because basically they moved in together right after I met him. I hadn't even had a chance to talk to him about it. Based on the advice I was given from a grooming survivor, I fucking waited till the time was right and then told him he had been groomed. Unfortunately, people think that like he just suddenly ran around screaming, I was groomed, I was groomed, I was groomed, after the breakup. But that's not the case. People now doubt that he was groomed because of other fucked up shit he did. Because you know how it is. When you switch from liking someone to hating them, you start looking through all those things they've told you through a new light. You might wind up siding with people that you hated because of them, etc. I understand why people no longer think he was groomed. But, yeah, a 30-year-old found an underage minor on the internet and got him to move states away to live in her house. Like, that's grooming. Like, how would y'all feel if I, like, got a fucking 17-year-old to run away from their family and fucking date me and live with me? Like, you'd be fucking pressed. And I'm not even as old as the woman who groomed him. I will be rewarded with the wolf's rain. Mark your words. I like the name, the sound of wolf's rain. It's a cool name for a show. I appreciate your words. Ask your question, Eris. Thank you, Avoids. How long is he in jail for? I don't know. If anyone knows where you can find a copy of Leave Erisvet, I think it's sold out. I'm lucky that I got a copy this time. I'm partway through it. I'm hoping it becomes more like a practical spell work thing. There's been a lot of like anti-cosmic philosophy and myth analysis so far, which is totally fine. It's really well done, but it's not what I read grimoires for. Jesus. I didn't know he said that, Griffith. That's fucking ridiculous. I mean, I know that the girl seems like a normal person. I've met her. Thank you, Ancient Prince, with all my own. Have I any advice from Moloch? Since I only work with him and now with Pazuzu. I don't really have specific advice for Moloch. It's pretty much the same as working with any other demon, to be honest. The Cthulhu Pantheon, love those guys. Some people said that it's impossible to have like a good, healthy relationship with the Lovecraftian deities, and that you should only call on them as like a last resort, and that's just bullshit. People who say that, just, their spirits don't like them, and that's that. Favorite practical grimoire? Favorite practical grimoire was Rites in the 13 Tongues, obvious. Why are so many people against the Cabal? Well, it used to be a very, very toxic cult. Former leader got kicked out 2 months before I joined. There's a reason that none of my friends in the Cabal encouraged me to join until they got to kick him out. Which spear is perfect for protection, specifically when working with the Glyphoth? The Goeshikon. When do I do my lives? Just whenever I feel like it. It's usually like a fucking impromptu thing for me to go live. What do I think about Son of Lilith? Not a fan. I think it goes by Legion of Lilith now. Am I friends with current 239 Devilry? Yes, I've been friends with current 239 Devilry for 3 years. I'll be releasing a fucking magical hymn that him and I wrote together very soon. Can I talk more about my Vampire's Boon service? I mean, it's very straightforward. I just recite a channeled series of incantations to summon a handful of spirits to make someone better at vampirism. That's just all it is. The ritual is time locked, so it does not hit the client until the next time they go to sleep, unless they are currently asleep when the rite is performed. That's just a precaution to avoid fucking up an energy-sensitive person's day. Like, I don't want, like, a client who's really sensitive to energy to just be, like, driving a forklift or some shit and then just get hit with, like, a big-ass fucking empowerment rite. That'd be shit. Same name like he would be honored to have me. Yeah, I do streams at really random times. The Cabal is a temple, the only temple, dedicated to Temple of Mea Jirai, to the Mea Jirayan current, which is, Mea Jirai is the Forgotten Hells. They are dedicated to Infernals, but not the same ones that are related to the Glyphoth. Bro, you drive a forklift? I used to drive a forklift. I used to do donuts in the forklift and it was slow. Burgers and tacos? I really like bacon cheeseburgers, man. What do I think of Story 7? Fuck that guy. Total asshole. Since sultans can get in the way of your ritual services? I really doubt it. I don't know shit about Shiva. Ask a Hindu. Sorius? I mean, when I knew him, he self-identified as male and preferred he/him pronouns. I'm not sure I have an answer. Do I think of dyeing my hair? Nah. Unfortunately, some of the people who are no longer in the Cabal had a very bad experience under the former leader, and now they have convinced themselves that the entire current is just bogus. Do I only drink beer? If it's of my own volition. I mean, I'll drink wine with someone who likes wine, but I'm not big on hard liquor. I like mead and malt liquor, though. I would look awesome with blue hair. I don't think that's the fucking case. It's my favorite cult. I mean, I don't like cults. The Cult of la Santísima Muerte. It's my favorite cult. Me with green hair? So Lucifer and Satan are separate to me. Technically, Lucifer doesn't mind being referred to by the name Satan because Satan is a title to some extent. But I do think they're separate. Now, the two of them can temporarily merge into one as a composite deity. I know that composite deity by the name Zimborok. I was talking to a daughter of Lilith, the Sanctuary Satanica, about the composite deity combined of Satan and Lucifer, and turns out she'd experienced it on her own. I released some information about Zimborok on WordPress. You're all just throwing out hair dye ideas. Satan is set? I would say no. I'd believe that Satan is not set. Blonde VK. Has anyone ever said they look like the singer from System of a Down? No one has said that, and I can't stand that band. Which race or ethnicity do I hate the most? Antarcticans. I despise Antarcticans. Fucking hate Antarcticans. Now, I know some of you are probably thinking, but there's no such thing as Antarcticans. That's what they want you to think. The Antarcticans are the ones who put chemicals in the water that turn the frickin' frogs gay. Eskimos. Yes, I hate Eskimos. I was raped by an Eskimo as a child, and I blame them all for it. Which race or ethnicity is the most advanced in occultism? There really isn't an answer to that question. Kind of depends on the individual. This is just getting weird. Like, this is just weird. Or the red on the beer. Glad to hear that. Ancient Prince. What are my thoughts on anteaters? Fuck anteaters. I hate anteaters. They're an abomination. Anteaters are the only animal that I think was actually created by Jehovah. I despise them very much. Ouch, Devlar. Thanks. I've been wanting to get that shit about anteaters off my chest for a while. Thank you for asking. Owls. Pieces of shit. Fuck owls. Owls aren't even real. They're robots created by the Jews. That was a good one, Slug. Owls do kill people, CC. Owls do kill people. The Jews created owls to kill off the white population. You like owls? Well, looks like someone's a conformist patchwork. It used to be black people African because magic originates from Africa. Do I have a VR headset? No. I basically never play video games. Can you work in the cliff off if you cannot astral project? Yeah, you can still work with the cliff off. You're good. Birds are robots made by the government. Just owls, actually. The idea that all birds are robots made by the government is a psyop designed to hide the truth about owls. Jewbots. Devlar. There are actual documented cases of owls killing someone. Good, the truth is getting out. Owls are not cute, Griffith. They're created to kill white people. Our golem's real. That's what owls are. Abalasha. Milton. What about crows? Now, crows. I'm out of ideas for weird rants about birds. Sorry. I blanked. I do blame the owls, Devlar. I blame the owls for everything. Yeah. Okay. I didn't think about the Stolas connection. My bad. Thank you, Avoid Pikes. Crows are spies. Alright. I need to go ahead and go. Because it is 5:30 in the morning. But thank you all for joining me. Have a great night. And enjoy your immortality.